Welcome to Bytes and Bolts, a podcast where we look to improve ourselves, our work, and the web industry as a whole. In today's show, we're going to be looking at ethics in the web. Now, this topic is actually in response to @StartYourShift on Twitter. You can look them up and check them out. It's an effort started by Sparkbox here in Dayton, Ohio. And they brought the question up of why ethics matters. When I first saw the topic for this month's Start Your Shift, I was a bit disappointed. I thought it would be a short article. I mean, I could quote the 9th commandment from the Bible and be finished. Thou shalt not steal. Boom, article finished. Well, not quite. So I was going about my morning review of topics, articles, and tweets in the web industry. I came across this list by Adam D. Scott on Twitter called Ethical Web Development. If you're not familiar with it, go read it now. Don't worry, I'll wait for you to finish. I'll put a link in the show notes for you. Cue the elevator music. Great, you're back. And if you haven't read it, then seriously, stop, go, and do it now. It won't take long. As soon as the page rendered in my browser, I felt my jaw drop and my brain cogs churning and a beaming light bulb appear over my head. Ethics isn't a matter of stealing. Ethics deals with a broader range of topics that inform how we should build the web. They inform how we go about building a better web for our users. Some topics deal with user perspectives, and some topics deal with designers and developers. In the end, the goal is the same, to end up with a universally better experience on the web for everyone. If you actually followed my directions and read Ethical Web Development, and I sincerely hope you did, then you'll see that the majority of the topics, the first 3, are related to our users. And that makes total sense. The web is about its users. Our users drive what we do and why we do it. And if we're so arrogant to think that a group of people don't matter, then we're doing the entire web community a disservice. When I go to work every day, I'm fighting every moment to do right for the users. Every pixel drawn, every line of code, every commit, and every push, it's all for the users. So what issues do we need to consider as we think about our users first? At the most fundamental level, the web needs to be accessible to everyone, period. Blindness is far more common than you might think. Are you relying on color in ways that are painful for someone who's colorblind? How does your design span cultural divides? Have you given thought to your site as it responds and changes throughout the browser landscape? These are questions that we need to be revisiting on a continual basis. Repeatedly ask yourself how you can improve your experience, improve the experience for the users. Web ethics extends beyond the fabric of our user base, and it permeates our industry and how we work together as peers. That's a fundamental concept because we are peers. Keep your pride at bay and fight the temptation to demean or tear down others. Instead, seek to support, encourage, and help others. Share concerns, comments, feedback, and correction in a way that's helpful and uplifting. Through every conversation, we should seek to walk away having bettered those we interact with and ourselves. Be courteous in your code as well. Courteous in your code? Yes, even in your code. Leave comments. Explain what you're doing so that the next person who comes along, they're not left scratching their heads wondering what in the world is going on. Ensure your code is thought out and planned well. Test, retest, and test again. And when you fail, seek to understand why, and then share that knowledge with others. As you interact in the open source community, don't be afraid to submit bugs or contribute to repositories. It's a huge benefit when people contribute together with each other. We can learn and grow at a far greater rate when we work together. Finally, it should go without saying, don't steal. I'm not diving into the conversation of intellectual property rights because that's an entirely different and very lengthy topic. Most software and code has a license, and if you want to use it, read the license and then follow it, even if you think it's ridiculous. That's not your decision to make. In the end, it comes down to respect. Ethics is a matter of respect for our users and our peers. As we design and build and deploy, do we respect those around us? Are we going out of our way to hold others in a high regard? Every day I fight to keep my pride in check and focus on what's right. Focus on helping the client, the users, and the industry. Because if I lose focus and perspective, it's all going to implode. If I get lazy and form bad habits, the web's going to suffer. you haven't given thought to these issues, I hope it has helped to broaden your thoughts. I hope you've walked away feeling bettered, because I know I have. Thanks for listening to the show today. Web ethics is a super important topic, and we need to be considering this in every design and build that we're involved in. If you want to reach out to me and start up a dialogue, you can do that at Jon Daiello on Twitter, or on my website at jondaiello.com. I'd love to hear from you, and I am super excited about the show. Reach out to me with your show ideas, or if you're interested in being a guest. I'm going to be planning on doing some interviews, so thanks again. Thanks for listening, and see you next time.